You start out confident. You know who you are. You know what you want. You believe in yourself. And then you meet someone toxic. And slowly, over time, your confidence erodes. You start doubting yourself. You start questioning your own judgment. You start believing that maybe you are the problem. And you do not even realize it is happening because it happens so gradually. It happens so slowly. It happens in such small increments that by the time you notice, your confidence is almost completely gone. The first thing toxic people do to break your confidence is that they criticize you constantly, but not in a way that is obvious, not in a way that you can point to and say, "That is abuse." They do it in a way that sounds like concern. They do it in a way that sounds like they are just trying to help. They point out your flaws. They suggest improvements. They make comments about your appearance or your abilities or your choices. And each comment is small. Each criticism is minor, but they accumulate. And over time, you start internalizing these criticisms. You start believing that there is something wrong with you. You start trying to fix the things they pointed out. You start becoming hyper-aware of your flaws. You start seeing yourself through their critical lens instead of through your own lens. The second thing toxic people do to break your confidence is that they compare you to other people. They point out how much better someone else is at something. They suggest that you are not as attractive as someone else. They mention how much more successful someone else is. They imply that you are falling short compared to other people. And this plants seeds of doubt. This makes you question whether you are good enough. This makes you feel like you are not measuring up. This makes you feel like maybe you are not as capable or as attractive or as successful as you thought you were. The third thing toxic people do to break your confidence is that they invalidate your feelings and your experiences. When you tell them something hurt you, they tell you that you are overreacting. When you tell them something upset you, they tell you that you should not be upset. When you tell them something made you angry, they tell you that you have no reason to be angry. They dismiss your emotions. They dismiss your experiences. They make you question whether your feelings are valid. And over time you stop trusting your own emotional responses. You start thinking that maybe your feelings are not valid. Maybe you are overreacting. Maybe your experiences do not actually matter. And this is devastating to your confidence because your feelings are part of who you are. Your experiences are part of who you are. If those do not matter, then maybe you do not matter. The fourth thing toxic people do to break your confidence is that they gaslight you. They deny things that happened. They tell you that you are misremembering. They rewrite history. They make you question your own perception of reality. And when you are constantly questioning whether your memory is correct, when you are constantly doubting your own perception, you lose confidence in your own judgment. If you cannot trust your own memory, if you cannot trust your own perception, then what can you trust? And this is exactly what toxic people want. They want you to doubt yourself so much that you stop trusting your own judgment and start relying on them to tell you what is real. The fifth thing toxic people do to break your confidence is that they withhold affection and approval as a punishment. When you do something they do not like, they become cold. They withhold love. They make you feel like you have to earn their affection, and you find yourself trying desperately to get back into their good graces. You find yourself changing your behavior to try to win back their approval. And this trains you to believe that your worth is conditional. Your worth depends on whether you are doing what someone else wants. Your worth depends on whether someone else approves of you. And this is incredibly damaging to your confidence because it teaches you that you are not inherently worthy. You only have worth if someone else thinks you do. The sixth thing toxic people do to break your confidence is that they move the goalpost. They set a standard for you, and you meet it, and then they change the standard. You achieve something, and they act like it is not good enough. You accomplish a goal, and they suggest that you should have done better. Nothing you do is ever quite right. Nothing you do is ever quite good enough. And this is exhausting. This is demoralizing. This teaches you that no matter what you do, you will never be good enough. And if you will never be good enough, why even try? And this is how your confidence gets broken. Piece by piece, achievement by achievement, you stop believing that you can actually succeed because success never feels like success. The seventh thing toxic people do to break your confidence is that they isolate you from people who support you. They make comments about your friends. They suggest that your family does not understand you. They make you feel like they are the only person who really gets you. They discourage you from spending time with people who believe in you. And as you become more isolated, as you spend more time only with them, your confidence erodes because you are no longer getting reinforcement from the people who care about you. You are no longer hearing that you are capable or worthy or valuable from the people who love you. You are only hearing criticism and doubt and invalidation from the toxic person. And without that outside reinforcement, without that external validation from people who care about you, your confidence crumbles. Here is the part nobody tells you. Toxic people are very strategic about how they break your confidence. They do not do it all at once. They do it gradually. They do it in small increments. They do it in ways that are hard to point to as abuse, but the cumulative effect is devastating. And the reason they do this is because a person with low confidence is easier to control. A person who doubts themselves is less likely to leave. A person who does not believe in themselves is more likely to stay in a toxic relationship. A person whose confidence has been broken is more likely to accept poor treatment because they do not think they deserve better. So, toxic people break your confidence on purpose. It is not a side effect of their toxicity. It is the goal. It is the mechanism by which they maintain control. So what can you do if your confidence has been broken by a toxic person? The first thing is to recognize what has happened. You have to see clearly that someone has been systematically breaking down your confidence. You have to stop making excuses for them. You have to stop telling yourself that maybe they are right. Maybe you are not good enough. Maybe you deserve this treatment. The second thing is to reconnect with people who believe in you. Talk to friends and family who love you. Listen to them when they tell you that you are capable and worthy and valuable. Let them remind you of who you are when you have forgotten. The third thing is to stop accepting criticism from toxic people. When they criticize you, question whether the criticism is valid. Ask yourself, is this true, or is this someone trying to break me down? Most of the criticism from toxic people is not valid. It is just a tool to control you. The fourth thing is to stop trying to meet their goalpost. Stop trying to be good enough for them. Stop trying to earn their approval. Understand that no matter what you do, it will never be enough, because the goal is not for you to succeed. The goal is to keep you feeling inadequate. The fifth thing is to rebuild your confidence from the inside out. Do things that make you feel capable. Pursue goals that matter to you. Spend time with people who believe in you. Develop skills. Take risks. Build a life that feels meaningful to you. Confidence is not something someone else gives you. It is something you build yourself. And the sixth thing is to leave the toxic person if you can. Because no amount of rebuilding your confidence will help if you are still in a relationship with someone who is actively breaking it down. The only way to truly recover your confidence is to remove yourself from the situation. Most people do not. Most people stay in toxic relationships and watch their confidence slowly erode. Most people let toxic people convince them that they are not good enough. Most people accept poor treatment because they have come to believe that is all they deserve. But, now, you know the 7 things toxic people do to break your confidence? You know that it is systematic. You know that it is intentional. You know that you do not have to accept it. So if you are in a relationship with someone who is breaking down your confidence, if you are recognizing these 7 patterns in your life, take action. Reconnect with people who believe in you. Stop accepting their criticism. Stop trying to earn their approval. Start rebuilding your confidence. And if necessary, leave. Your confidence is worth protecting. Your sense of self is worth protecting. Your mental health is worth protecting.